The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive. I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago.
What is the best way to handle the phrasing? Well, your perspective is just tunnel.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, hello. Why is nothing working? Let's exit out of that and come back in. How goes it, Speed? There we are. Hey, nice. How is your day going so far? And how are you, Kaisark? It is time for Lantern Rite, which I am very excited about.
Mind be purged, world be saved.
And of course, I had to... doing good so far. Got some sleep. Feeling good. And now it's time for a fun time. Aw, Kaisark, why you feeling dead there? Tired? Not feeling good? I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful time here and just kind of hanging out, you know? Do 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 do. But yeah, it's good to see you guys here. Ugh. Ah. Nothing like the sound of energy drink.
Paimon votes we go say hi to Xiangling first.
But yes, I am very, very excited for Lantern Rite.
Xiangling, what a pleasant surprise meeting you here.
Oh? Why, the pleasure is all mine. As is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Everything has been going great.
I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights.
Thank you, Zhongli.
You are too kind.
So, Xiangling, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Qingse village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list. May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
Okay. Because this is accurate. I'm already drooling. That sounds amazing. That sounds so fucking good.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for you.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots one could ever hope to taste.
Ugh. Let's go, Traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Ready to go when you are.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends. Take care now, you two.
Listen, let me tell you how. Come and see these rare and precious curios.
Okay, sorry, I'm just doing something real quick, and
That whole arm doesn't distinguish friend from
there
foe.
we go.
And there is clearly a limit to the Red Rope's power. That's why I loathe crowded areas.
Let me tell you.
Okay, so that, and that. Awesome. Okay, let's go. God, I fucking love Lantern Rite. It looks so fucking good. Ah, it's so pretty. And of course, I have to do my waifu team. Always.
Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one. These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there. Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greeting.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. I came through Stone Gate intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery, and before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful.
Yeah,
Next
I've done
time
that
you're
once or
exploring
twice.
an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us?
Yao Yao
What a
is so
thoughtful
cute.
kid. She even has some for Paimon. You're welcome.
Hi, Pao. Hello.
So tasty. If only there were more.
I just started, but honestly, I love Lantern Rite no matter when I start, so absolutely wonderful. How is you doing today, pal? Are you at work? More
Having
shit.
a healthy
Oh,
appetite
whoops.
is a good thing.
Oops.
It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you,
Ah, nice, nice.
Hope you're taking notes, traveler.
Hey, not a problem,
This is how
pal.
you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Leo's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
I do hope that work is going really well for you, though. Hey, Mocha, how's it going? It's good to see you, too. I hope you are having a wonderful day today, Mocha.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way.
Hey, not a problem,
As for
Mocha.
Fontaine's cooking, though,
I'm glad to see you here.
it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time
I gotta
on the
support
road,
my
huh?
friends.
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Hey,
Iridescence tour?
that sounds somewhat familiar.
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation.
I have
At
been
least
rolling for the new
All the
guy.
main organizers share
I do
this
not have
goal.
him yet,
Unfortunately,
but I am determined to get him.
it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal reasons, too.
So, I absolutely love... So my favorite colors are teal and maroon. And Alhaitham, his eyes are those exact colors. Plus, honestly, I love his playstyle, love his attitude, I love his story. Definitely one to roll for. That's for damn sure.
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
I'm at like 67 or
Let me
68
see.
pity right now, so
Well,
I'm
to
just really
explain it in
hoping to get
full,
them.
I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories.
And the good thing is I have enough content right now that I can hopefully save up for maybe like a 10, at least 1 10 pull, maybe a couple more pulls after.
Mm-hmm. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. the story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Hey, Miku!
Oh,
Hello, my wonderful friend. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am actually doing very, very good. I honestly really am having a really good day today. It's a nice legend. At its heart, it's a true story.
Exactly. It may just be a legend
No
to
problem,
others, but for
Miku.
me,
I gotta
it's a
support
real
my
part of my
friends.
family history. I
Okay.
wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants.
So, Sumeru is really, really good. Also, Sumeru is not locked. You can go there at any time. Certain story stuff for Sumeru is locked, but you can pretty much go there and be completely fine. I definitely suggest, if you happen to get back into Genshin, let me know, pal, and I can help you. Definitely, like, with whatever you need. I'm always down to play with other people. Yeah.
Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake
Heck
all those
yeah.
years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like, imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day, but then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again!
But yeah, like, if you do happen to get back into it, definitely recommend, like, playing more and, like, looking into Sumeru. Okay. I gotta say, the NPCs in Sumeru are chef's kiss. Like, there's one NPC that I would love to cosplay. Like, all of them are beautiful, but I would definitely love to do, to cosplay at least one of them, which is the hydro dancer, basically. Yes, chef's kiss. I just love them.
Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom, but more recently, I heard that the Animal Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate. A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue, so I followed their advice and made my way here.
That settles it then. It was Liyue.
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Are you sure? It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Jingsa Village. Rex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little mora towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo and ask him to keep you and your family safe and well. And so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of mora on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the Statues of the Seven along the way.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I bring you all to Yujing Terrace to see Miss Ganyu? I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about everything. If you've been scammed, they'll help you get your Mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
That does sound like a good idea.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was gonna take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern Rite.
Let's head off.
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay?
Oh, the very elusive VIP.
I'm out of a job. Oh well. I'll just be a cheerleader instead.
Hi, Dolphin. Ooh, heck yeah, Dolphin. Thank you, thank you, Todd. I had to. I honestly had to. But currently, this is my waifu team. Kokumi, Sucrose, Shenhe, and Ganyu.
Next on the agenda.
Okay, awesome. Cool. Sticker is working. Hell yeah. Alrighty. But yeah, like, you always have that option to change my team to garbage. But I do understand, Todd. I do understand.
We're way behind schedule.
Always feed the pupper. Always feed the pupper.
Wow. Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out.
Yeah, honestly,
I can't wait
I
to
do
get
agree.
into the city and see it all up close for myself. The
I
streets
definitely
are
agree with you
breathtaking.
there.
Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I do gotta say, though,
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
people from Fontaine have really good fashion sense for the most part. Hella cool.
everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right?
So you already
When I
know
was
who
last
this
here
is.
to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
No, she is not a Texan, but I do understand why they gave her a different accent. I mean, underhandedly, it is a kind of racist. I mean, actually, not kind of, it is racist. But it's basically to show that she's from a different land. I swear to God, though, if Natlan isn't fucking everybody's Texan, I will riot. I don't think so. But I honestly don't remember.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up. What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion.
A Lantern Rite music festival would be something different.
That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one out?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Always.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask.
I mean, he didn't really
Guess my
ask, you
shopping
just
time's
kind of
getting cut
told
short.
him.
I'm gonna head back right away.
But
and start
understandable.
working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay,
It's,
I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan! So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know? Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes
But yeah,
or burns, she
Poke
just
Help
leaves
for
them
the
to heal
commands,
by
Poke
themselves.
Catch to catch
She
Pokemon.
definitely needs someone around her
they're-
to look after her.
If you are on PC or computer, there should be a widget if you scroll down. If you are on phone, there should be a little icon in the corner, top right corner of the chat, and it'll help you get to the widget and stuff. There you go, Tad. It's Pokecatch, not catch. But if catch works, then... I mean... I haven't seen catch work yet, so I'm not sure if it does work. Okay. Awesome, cool. So beautiful. Plus, I love the... I honestly think it was a calculated decision by MiHoYo to wait to release Yao Yao until it was the year of the rabbit. Not a problem. Not a problem. Alrighty. Ooh. I need more of these. Give me.
Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't
Oof.
seen you in days, Master!
I mean,
I've
I
missed
usually
you.
don't sell the Pokemon. I usually just trade them. Sometimes I get better
Bless
ones.
You, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the Lantern Rite, are we?
Greetings, Madam Ping.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
If we could add some musical elements to Lantern Rite.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Heck yeah.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
First off, she is not an old hag, so let's get that straight. But I'm pretty sure she'd be the type to listen to hip-hop. Just saying.
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
I'm not sure if you've seen pictures of her when she was younger. Holy shit. Very beautiful.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Oh, definitely. I definitely suggest looking up Madam Ping when she was younger. Honestly, super pretty. Ah, okay, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy watching. now I'm not as offended because you don't know much about Genshin. But you're all good. You're all good, Todd.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Genshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Honestly,
Well, this is
accurate.
weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Paimon, you're running your mouth again.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Paimon will do the honors.
Paimon tells Ganyu all about Mr. Dvorak, from how you met to his family, blah blah blah.
What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received.
I mean, that's
It
valid.
would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks.
So we're not stealing anyone's thunder, but we will end the night on a high note.
Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
I honestly am very excited for the other nations as well.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again.
Madam Ping was a looker. I'm a little confused on one thing, though. There are two girls, both called Yelan. One you can wish for, and the other I think is just story art. I'm hoping they're the same thing. Give me 1 second. Green hair and blue hair. Okay, so what are you looking at? Because I do see some like art together, but give me 1 second. Now I'm curious. I mean, there's kooky Madam Ping Young. Okay. Madam Ping Young. Let's look at images here. I'm not exactly sure. It might be somebody, making fan art, is what I'm guessing. Oh, I think what you might have been looking at, there were theories that Yelan was the look of young Madam Ping. So that might be what you were looking at, like, just in general. It might have just been one of the pictures for that theory. But Yelan is completely separate from Madam Ping. But other than that, Yelan is actually pretty cool. And I'm really hoping for more story about Madam Ping. Not a problem, Todd. Paimon, you're trying to freeload again. Paimon's always freeloading.
I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
That's you, Paimon.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here.
That was quick.
Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Mm-hmm. Ganyu is a go.
I should be getting back. If Yao Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
Stay put and wait for 2 hours? I ain't waiting for 2 hours. I ain't staying put. I'm gonna go do something real quick. I'm going to do my commissions real quick. While I wait for the it's only in-game 2 hours, not actually 2 hours, so. All right. Let's go. Yeah, commissions don't usually take too long, so by the time I'm probably done with a couple of commissions, it'll be time to go back to Liyue.
Another test subject.
Take your true form! Obey!
No touching. Stand clear.
Pick the wrong test subject.
Shit!
And back to you. Okay. Okay. And next one.
Enhanced animal model. Do your master's bidding. Rest and rebuild. All hail.
This is probably my favorite team that I have. Man, I love using freeze teams. They're just so... they're so good. Do 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 do. Alrighty.
We're way behind schedule.
I honestly feel like because Ganyu is based off of a goat, I feel like they should have had one of her passives as be like you use less stamina climbing.
Next on the
Because I
agenda-
feel like that would have been perfect. I mean, I have food for that, but still. For example, I feel like being a dick. So stamina, and let's go.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. Accent, come on!
Point.
Focus!
Absorption test. Allow me.
Like,
Glaze
the
over.
food that you can make in this game is actually
way behind
very
schedule.
convenient in helping you, like, defeat enemies. I just don't use it often enough because I always forget.
Animal test 6308. Hold the line. By ordinance divine. Animal hypostasis emulation.
And one more. And by the time I'm done with this one, I should be able to go back to Liyue and be all set. Ganyu do be
Next on
kind
the
of thick,
agenda.
though. Very cute.
Thrust and rebuild. Stand clear. Animal test 6308. Unleash. For Rex Lapis.
And let's go back to Liyue, and I can accept my commission rewards there. And, oh, there we go. Now I'm sitting much better.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Alrighty. Just to help speed things along. And talk to everyone. Hell yeah.
We're way behind schedule.
Alrighty. Let's take a shortcut. And shortcuts. Gotta love them.
Greetings, traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Hell yeah.
Yay! That's awesome!
Unbelievably efficient.
Please. The Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
At least I hope so.
Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in.
What about your ancestor?
Oh, that. Well, that can wait for another time.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think?
It's definitely possible.
To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So
down.
It's not just artistic license?
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down
You know
is tough,
better.
though. Like Julian Karst itself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
Ganyu does not.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this
Hello,
space,
child.
Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival's all about.
I'm sure the wind that guided you here feels the same way.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this Lantern Rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Paimon,
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time.
the only thing Paimon
Let's
cares
revisit this
about
question after
is
the concert.
food. And that's it. Paimon is literally only cares about food. So Paimon was the wrong person to ask.
Give me that transfer.
Lady Yuhang,
Baiwen, what is it?
per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival.
All right, you can lay on my
I'm
lap.
told that a
Just try not to
strange
get on
melody
my
was heard
computer,
somewhere
please.
along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that case,
Let us handle this one.
Yeah, Kuching, you're busy enough as it is. There's a ton of different things in the city that needs your attention.
So, my cat is really insistent that the beanbag that I'm sitting on is his. So, he is letting me know his frustration by getting on top of my lap and threatening to jump on my laptop. So, I'm trying to keep him on my lap and not on my laptop.
Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, he will handle it.
With
I
the
love the
traveler on
traveler's
case,
expressions
It's as good as dealt
with
with.
Paimon. He's just so done with her
Thank you.
bullshit.
This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us.
you have my thanks too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Alright, go to the place Baiwen mentioned. Cairo, I love you, but please either lay on my lap or you're getting off of me. There you go. There. Now you're secure. Oh, well, thank you, Todd. I have heard that a few times, but I'd never believe it. But I do really appreciate the compliment, thank you.
Byron said the strange tomb is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Speaking of Yelan, this is Yelan.
It's you two.
Yelan? How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Know anything about the strange music?
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
Alright, investigating clues.
The doors and the windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in.
Well, that's good at least.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
And there should be one more spot. Aha, there it is.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all.
Alright.
How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well?
It must have something to do with that melody.
Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. The strange melody is one of the few pieces of information you have available, after all. Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal.
If we use elemental sight, we could follow their tracks.
On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So, fun fact, Todd. A little tidbit for you. Or anybody else listening. Yelan's jacket that she was wearing. She stole that from the Tsaritsa. The Tsaritsa is a high figure in, like, the highest figure in the nation of Snezhnaya, which is the Cryo Nation. She stole that from the Fatui because the coat was a gift for the Tsaritsa, and now she just wears it to piss them off.
So basically, If we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down.
There we go.
Next on the agenda.
Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction.
Good. Oh, really? What was that, Yelan? Jesus.
Huh. Their pace has increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive. I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago.
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent! Ugh, not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Rite, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Come on, let's round them up.
Okay, Okay. Go to the treasure hoarder camp. Okay, so I need to take a break real quick. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back.
My pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe, and there is clearly a limit to the Red Rope's power. That's why I loathe crowded areas. The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive. I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago. My pole arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe, and there is clearly a limit to the Red Rope's power. That's why I loathe crowded areas.
Alrighty, I am back. Hey, Dawn, how's it going? Sorry about that. You caught me just as I was, You caught me just as I was heading to the bathroom, and I had to make sure the cat had some food in their bowl, too. So I do apologize for that. But it's good to see you. I hope you are having a wonderful day.
The assumption that every person has somewhere to call home is naive.
Alright.
I got used to living in the mountains alongside the birds and beasts a long time ago.
Awesome. Controller is charging now. But hello, hello. That's good. That's good. Don't worry, we are still going to play together afterwards.
Hey, who are you? Where did you come from?
Okay, so Lantern Rite is something that this is the third Lantern Rite that Genshin has had. It's basically a celebration for Chinese New Year. Basically. It's kind of like the game's Chinese New Year, because Liyue is based off of China and MiHoYo is a Chinese company. Bye, Dolphin. Have a wonderful evening. Get good sleeping and good rest. Basically, with Lantern Rite and everything, not a problem. And plus, you get a whole bunch of rewards and stuff, too. Like a whole bunch of Primogems, wishes, basically just everything, anywhere and in between. And right there. Da-da-da. Okay.
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
You should be.
Perhaps not, but you should be. Quietly now.
Busted. Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
Yes, it is Yelan.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. You know, so...
Oh,
Lantern
Mommy
Rite's nearly
Yelan?
here, and
yes.
like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few
Intimidating,
nice things.
but very hot.
I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned
I'd
the
love
goods,
to take a walk with
we'll find the
Yelan.
owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
Well done, Yelan.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too.
God, she's so...
See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yelan's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete. Although, it's
That was
kind
a
of
little
shame
fourth
that we never got
wall-ish
that
there,
treasure hoarding
Paimon.
guy to play the melody again.
Why is it a shame? I'm quite curious myself.
Right? How could anyone not be? When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes.
I know, right, Dad? It comes down to the ill will of the user. Their bad deeds influence the emotions associated with the music.
Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again. Well,
Congratulations,
anyway,
Paimon.
now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Oh, yes. But yes, Yelan be thick, Ganyu be thick, Shenhe be thick. We got the thick mommies in here. Unfortunately, I don't have Yelan yet, and I'm sad about that.
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted.
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang
Oh, I hope so,
instructed me
Dawn.
to
I hope
advise her
so.
upon your return.
Byron hurries off. Here comes the other mommy.
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time
I appreciate that, Dawn. I need all the
super
luck I can
busy
get.
with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend.
I remember.
On this marvelous Lantern Rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
Absolutely. A 1,000 miles for an enigmatic tomb. Ooh, hell yeah. So, Radiant Sparks. During Lantern Rite, Tianchen, a recruiter for the Adventurers Guild, is eagerly rubbing her hands together in anticipation of an interesting event. Paper Theater. A man's melancholic yearning, adepti and demons, and a heartfelt romance played out with paper. Vigilance at Sea. During Lantern Rite, Huxing, the navigator of the Crux fleet, seems to be preparing for a unique training test. And behind the scenes, in Liyue Harbor, an adventurer is busy with a certain task. Alrighty. But, speaking... Alright, let's look at my history. I want to see where I'm at. Because I think I'm at 67, but let's find out. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67. Yep, I am at 67 pity at the current moment. Alright, so let's see. Which one should I go to first? You know what? Let's go visit Yelan again. Why not? A performance going on at the North Wharf. This notice is so vague. It doesn't say what the show is or who's gonna perform in it. Paimon wonders where the location is, but if we can't find it, we could always ask people on the street. There's a lot of people there. Ah, Paimon also sees it. Wow, so many people are gathered there, maybe just for the show. Let's ask around. Yes, let's ask the children. Fortune and health, peace and wealth. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, there's going to be a paper play. Are you guys here for it too? Okay, so actually this is the paper play one, not Yelan. So we'll get there. So is this opera called the play? So is this opera is called paper play? No, paper plays and Liyue operas are not the same thing. Xing Xing, the show is about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry, as for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. Honored guests, we are performing Bravebeard today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now's a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins. So this performance is actually called Bravebeard, but Paimon has never heard of this story. Shh, we can still hear you even at a whisper. Keep it down. You can talk during intermission selection. Sorry. Intermission selection? The story of Bravebeard is quite long. In fact, it'd be too long to do it all in one go, so Yingong will let the audience pick which scene they want to see during an intermission. King Xing, I'm trying to listen to the play. Oh, I won't butt in anymore. I promise. So, dear guests, what part of Bravebeard's story would you like to see today? Would you like to see Mountain Bound, or Worshipping Adepti, maybe exorcising demons, or Ascension? As long as you can name it, I can perform it. I want to see the Bravebeard fight monsters. He is so handsome and wins every time. You've seen Worshipping Adepti and exorcising demons so many times already. Haven't you gotten tired of it? I want to see the part where Bravebeard goes home to see his sister. The Bravebeard has a sister? How have I not heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. How impressive! Not many people would request Homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern Rite. We will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. Ah, yes. Okay. Two lovers ending up together in front of all of the kids. Great story. There are 3 characters who shall appear in this scene, aside from our Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar, of course. There is also a lonely girl named Yibing, and an honest gentleman named Nanfeng. Do you understand any of this, Jade? Paimon's still confused. So this is a story about a guy called the Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far, there's only one performer on stage. And there's a folding screen? How is it gonna work? Hey, someone here has never seen a paper play before. Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work? 2 lovers, forbidden from one another, and a war divides their people, and the mountain divides them apart, built a path to be together. Ah, yes. And, I forgot the next couple of lines, but... Secret tunnel! Yes, absolutely, Dawn. Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. Yeah, recently was watching Avatar, and I think it was the other day that we watched that episode. Absolutely great. As you may know, the characters in Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Liyue operas take place on a large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment. Yingong, I don't think they know about the Bravebeard either. Would it be okay if you introduced them to the story? You know, the one you always start with? That's called the establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us, Yingong. Man, these kids are fucking, like, well knowledgeable in this. Establishing moment. Establishing moment. It is said the sky's the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Huanggong, suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and rivers. By chance, he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as the Bravebeard. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Bravebeard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folk society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister, Yibing, was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. Hey, don't just stand there, clap. Is there a rule about when we should clap? Ah, okay. Thank you all. We were supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these 2 guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I asked these 2 to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in directing the scene. It will give you both a good look, and it will help the actors move forward on this stage. What do you think? Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all about paper plays. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. You've been up there too many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show. That's fine by me. Help direct the scene? That sounds so novel. It's also fine by Paimon. What happened there? Weird. Sorry, I'm just looking at something outside. Give me 1 second. I think they're good. Okay. Alrighty. So are you guys ready? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you Homeward Bravebeard. Nice. After the performance begins, the actor named Huanggong will move at a fixed speed across the stage and will change directions upon making contact with the paper theater's edge or any obstacles. Traps will appear to impede the journey of Huanggong. Touching them will cause the performance to fail. Move the stage sections to change his path and avoid traps such as he can reach his destination. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. I see, I see. Nope, nope, nope. That way. Oh, gosh dang it. Restart performance. Aha! That's how you do it. Okay. That is interesting. Okay. So... hell Hell yeah. Yibbing your brother's home. Okay. But yeah, this is what I mean, because you get so many private gems. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over to another one. So, behind the scenes. So many lanterns and it's just so beautiful. Ah, I love it.
What should I try this? Need another handsome sum today?
Did this area get cleared? Huh, I think it should have been cleared already. Ah, what a headache. You're the traveler? My apologies, I was too busy. I didn't even notice you. What are you so busy with? Ahem, so it's like this. For this year's Lantern Rite Festival, we of the Liyue Harbor Adventurers Guild have been dispatched by the Ministry of Civil Affairs to help with some tertiary tasks. The Millelith are primarily responsible for patrolling the city and other key areas. We, on the other hand, get to go out and clear out some monsters, along with those good-for-nothing bandits, too. Speaking of which, you're a registered adventurer as well, aren't you? I've heard plenty about your exploits. Isn't it supposed to be the holidays? What about the Lantern Rite? Well, since we are helping the ministry during a holiday, they're providing additional compensation for our efforts. Okay. So, should any adventurers be willing to take on these commissions, they'll be able to collect more rewards upon completing their tasks. How much additional compensation are we talking about? Trust me, it's plenty. That depends on how much work I still have left. Yes, always be compensated for your work, no matter who or what it is. Haha, alright, I knew you wouldn't just stay idle. I'll be sure to mark down all locations already confirmed by the guild, and please take this miniature launch tube. Should you accept one of the commissions, remember to launch some fireworks after you clear out an area. After you launch the fireworks, we'll send somebody to designate the area as cleared. And then we will adjust the overall plan in accordance with the areas that have been cleared. That sounds pretty strategic. Yeah, this is the Lantern Rite Festival after all. We can't just let anything go wrong. People are more tense than a stretched cord right now. Never mind this for now. I'll go take a look at the situation. You never make a report to Lon later. Haha. Nice. Alright. So, let's go to this challenge. Alrighty.
Do your master
master's bidding. No touching. Absorption test. Stand clear. Enhanced animal module 75.
Alrighty, almost done. There we go. That's easy enough. Use the wind current to quickly reach the next challenge area.
Obey! Absorption test. Rest and rebuild. Cryo incarnate. Ugh.
Ow.
All hail. Access denied. Stand clear. Don't break my glasses. Animal test 6308. Animal hypostasis emulate. Unleash.
There we go. Hell yeah. Pretty. Ah, there it is.
My will embodied. By ordinance divine. No touching. For Rex Lapis.
Man, I love this team so much. Freeze teams are top tier. Alright, and let's look at that real quick. So all 3 places are all set. And those will unlock in probably a day. Oh, very much so. I've got festive fever. Hell yeah. I already have everybody C6 except for Yao Yao. I do not have Yao Yao yet. Okay, okay. Awesome. Okay, so what is this? Oh, fireworks. Nice. Okay, that one's done. I still have to do these other 2 quests. So, honestly, you know what? Let's do a couple of pulls. Because I should be getting a 4-star in a couple of pulls at least. So let's find out. See? I told ya. Hey, and there's Yao Yao. Hell yeah. Ooh, nice, nice. Dragon's Bane. Okay. And free wish. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Is there anybody else I need to level up? Okay. And let's do my standard wish. And my last regular intertwined fate. Alrighty. Time for more things. No, I don't.
It's so nice
need
to
those
de-stress.
modifications at the moment. Cute. Alright. And time to head over to Beto's ship.
Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen?
Just now, Ganyu. Just now. Long time no see, Jaden Paimon. Happy Lantern Rite. Thank you, Huxing. Paimon also wishes you well. We've seen that the Elcor has a lot of seaborne goods and decorations, and it's as bustling as in the city. Looking great, no? All the decorations were hand-picked by the captain. She wanted her brothers and sisters on duty to feel like they were at home for the festival. Not only that, before Lantern Rite, the captain gave each of us a bonus and organized several big feasts. The food for every feast is ordered from reputable restaurants such as the Wanman restaurant, which we always frequent, and the Zinyu kiosk and Liuli Pavilion. Everyone ate and drank their fill. Paimon wants to go check those out too. Wait, oh wow, a bonus and a feast? That's great. Paimon had no idea that Beto also had such an eye for detail. Actually, the captain has always been meticulously keeping the fleet's affairs in order. Not only do we crew members get paid very well, but during past Lantern Rites, she's also prepared gifts for our families. Before, the captain got some business information from the Tianquan on how to improve management strategy for the Crux. The revenue of the fleet has soared, and has also so the captain has also increased our pay. In this way, the crew will be in tip-top shape for any challenge. Honestly, Beto is an amazing captain. Paying her crew the right price is always very, very good. Very good. When the new recruits hear about how well the Crux fleet treats its crew, they'll be extra motivated. New recruits? During Lantern Rite, shouldn't everyone be on vacation? You guys seem to be working overtime. It's not like that, don't worry. The captain has done all the research in advance. Some of the crew was given early leave, while the others were given days off later on. Thus, everyone gets time off, and there will always be someone to man the Alcor. I was among the group that got earlier vacation time, and I came back to my post completely refreshed. I'm currently getting ready for my training examination, Vigilance at Sea. Vigilant what now? Is it a new challenge? Yep, you guessed it. During the past 2 years, the volume of seaborne trade in Liyue Harbor has been soaring, and many people have joined up as sailors. Taking to the high seas is a matter of patience, bravery, and perception. These are highly demanded qualities. Sailors have to be well trained in order to navigate safely. In addition to obtaining the 4 major qualifications and the 5 minor qualifications, which total 9 navigation-related qualifications stipulated by the Ministry of Civil Affairs, 2 years of maritime training and apprenticeship are also required. 9 qualifications and 2 more years of training? Holy mackerel. That's so demanding. It's no big deal. After all, it's far better to undergo rigorous training and preparation for work than to go out to sea and encountering an unpleasant surprise unprepared. The Ministry of Civil Affairs organizes most of the training courses. Anyone with a passable knowledge of sailing could coast by them. These subjects aren't too difficult. Of course, some ships will also have to traverse dangerous waters, which will hopefully give them some experience. Given the experience of the Crux fleet in dealing with rough sea situations, we in the Ministry of Civil Affairs have organized an intensive navigation training program. Sailors who pass the training will get a deep sea navigation qualification certificate on completion, as well as some rewards prepared by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Considering I have the best knowledge of the surrounding waters, the captain has tasked me with planning this training examination. Wait a minute. Speaking of sailing, you two are pretty good with that wave rider, no? Do you guys want to give it a try? If you don't mind, I would also like you guys to give me some feedback about this test, positive or negative. That way, I'll be able to improve it in a timely manner. Well, Paimon wants to see how much skill the crew needs to navigate the high seas. And there's a bonus reward, too. It's a win-win for us. Let's give it a try. Such vigor. Then I'll mark you guys down for the Vigilance at Sea examination. Please do your best. Vigilance at Sea has both a multiplayer Billowing Waves mode and a single-player Tranquil Waters mode. You may obtain all rewards by completing challenges in either mode. Interesting. Okay. Stage will be chosen randomly. Wave Rider will not be able to use its heavy cannon when the challenge begins. You will gain random techniques by collecting prop lamps in each stage. Make use of these techniques to smooth sailing through the challenge.
What do those symbols really mean?
Durability. Okay. Okay, interesting.
Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a try. So that's co-op mode and Tranquil Waters. So let's go Tranquil Waters first, since I'm by myself at the moment. Floating Lantern's Mystique. Fortify. After using this skill, the Wave Rider will not take damage. Okay, thank you. Well, that's good to know. Jet lanterns that are the same color as the fireworks contain challenge points. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm not supposed to hit those ones. Got it. Interesting. So, the Wave Riders are always kinda iffy sometimes. But it is kinda fun. So, a total score of 1,000. Okay, okay. So up to 5,000. Okay. So let's try it again. So from what it looks like, they prefer you to do it in co-op mode, but you can do it in single player mode, which is understandable. Okay, okay. Love it. There we go. Okay, okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. I'm getting it now. Thank you for the hydrate, the stretch, and the posture check speed. I very much appreciate it. At least it all adds up together. That's what I do like about some of these. Oh, hello. There goes my phone. There we go. Okay, so it gives me the challenge details there as well. But thank you, Speed. Much appreciated. And let's go ahead and do the quests for this real quick so that way I can finish up the quests. Oh, nice. And extra primogems. And get myself back over to Liyue. Okay, and hey, happy Lantern Rite, esteemed ones. You guys have been having fun? How about going on a special adventure with me? Wow, you called us esteemed ones? Such a great attitude. Recently, we've been having a lot of fun, but why is Paimon getting a strange feeling that we've met before? You guys are extremely diligent adventurers, so I'm sure we've bumped into each other at some point. I'm Tianchen. Tian. I usually hang out around Feiyun Slope, looking to recruit new people into the Adventurers Guild. Everyone and their cats and dogs passing by have probably heard my voice. You do look a bit familiar. Yes, it means my efforts were noticed by you guys. All the more reason for you to experience my masterpiece. At this point, of course we'll lend you a hand. Can you tell us a little bit about your particular adventure? Sure, then I'll cut to the chase. Recently, I came across a new novel at the Wanwen Book House. No, that's not it. Rather, I gathered some new information. I've noticed that people's expectations for adventuring are rising, and activities such as climbing and wind gliding are not as exciting as they used to be. In order to get more people to join the Adventurers Guild, we need to come up with more novel and exciting approaches. So I teamed up with a couple of other recruiters, pooled together our resources, consulted a few expert mountain climbers and fireworks craftsmen, and designed a new racing challenge. There are many mechanisms laid out in the challenge. Just step on them and use the momentum from the fireworks and gunpowder blasts to accelerate into the sky. Fireworks? Gunpowder? So for the challenge, you want to blast people into the sky? Rocket-propelled Paimon. Why are you so excited? You're also going up. Although, with your strength, an explosive barrel bursting in front of you wouldn't faze you, but who knows, it just might blow you away. Not to worry, the explosion is contained inside a tough device. I've taken the necessary precautions to make sure it's safe and injury-free. I've also filed a patent with the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have publicized this event many times. Please do not steal my idea. There are so many hurdles. You've really put a lot of thought into this. As far as I can tell, just doing this racing challenge will stir the spirit of adventure even in an average passerby. Esteemed ones, your reputation precedes you. If you guys take point on this racing challenge, you'll be sure to attract a lot of people. I've also prepared great rewards for the challenge. They'll be sure to encourage more people to enjoy the Adventurers Guild. Okay, firework and gunpowder race, let's go. Yep, there's no reason why we shouldn't do this if there are rewards to obtain. Then it's a deal. Without further ado, please give it a whirl. There are a lot of tracks for you to try. I'm sure you'll have a good time with them, and I'll get a couple months worth of results. It's a win-win. I guess so. Okay, so let's go to this challenge. Okay, and let us go ahead and come over here. Okay.
Manifest! Absorption test.
Ooh, hello.
In the mortal world, at times like these,
Okay,
is it not
okay.
customary to use an umbrella?
So it takes a second to get used to, but honestly, this is really kind of fun. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Whew. Okay, cool. That one is kind of fun, actually. And... awesome. Okay, so I've basically done pretty much most of all the challenges and such. And I've done all the quests. So let's go ahead. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see here, what shall I do? Let's see where I'm at here. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and raid out. Because I did promise somebody that I would be playing with them after after stream today. So I will go ahead and get off for now. I have to actually make food because I haven't made food yet either. So thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me while I try out the Lantern Rite stuff. I will be doing more streaming tomorrow. Hopefully, if I don't get sick, because Zen is currently sick. But thank you everybody for stopping by. Let's do... it's just gonna be Jade Braid. Hey, not a problem. For those who do have my emotes, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you these. For those who don't have my emotes, it's gonna be purple hearts. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Miku. Thank you, everybody who decided to stop by. Thank you, Speed. Hey, not a problem, and I'm glad that you're all here hanging out. So we are gonna go ahead and go right over to Ochre Fuffle. Alright, I will wait for the Pokemon to say if it's good or not. Hey, I'm very glad. I'm super glad about that. Alright. Be safe, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. And I hope everyone has the best day ever. Bye.